What's up, Mark? The first one on the stream. It's here trying to figure out why this trying to figure out why the doc for the chat on OBS Studio it's not letting me type in there, which is weird. But yeah, man, I appreciate you. How's your Thursday? Are you going to work in a few? What's up? What is 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 up? Oh, there it goes. Join our Discord. Join our Discord. Oh my god. Hey. That's a new song going on here. Yeah, dude. Isn't it crazy how these micro cap stocks are just popping off? There was a couple there that were running. So I've heard of I didn't know about Peggy. I did hear about Lucy. And then I heard about GWAV or GWAV or G-Wave, whatever you want to call it. And FFIE, which was another one that was exploding hard. I think it was like almost 200% on the day, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's just popping off. But the main one that I've seen. Yeah, what is going on with my chat? I can't even pin my message. I kid you not. I can't even pin my message. Chat is not working. What is this? Oh boy. What is up, Mang? Yeah, well, can you guys tell me more about FFIE, GWAV, Peggy, Lucy? You got all these names, these little micro caps that just again, they just decided to pop off. Let me transition my well, actually, let me log into my Thinkorswim. I mean, yeah, give me 1 second so I can log into this joint. You once swallowed a kiwi whole? Damn, you must have a big throat. Wait, did y'all get in though? Like, did y'all get into one of these plays and made a good scalping? Cause I know I definitely missed out again. John Croissant, welcome back. And Native Gamer too. Well, good to see you on here. Blue 5, I haven't seen you in a while. Maddie, Mark R, Flirtatious Croissant. Good to see you guys. I can now transition the window, and we can first check out. I wouldn't really know in depth why these micro or small cap stocks are popping. Hey, heck, it could even be this whole thing with the haircuts from the DTCC. Remember, 100% haircuts with stocks below $5, and especially including the ones in the OTC. That could be one scenario. or they could just be playing around and choosing different small micro cap stocks to run and try to lure retail away from the main stocks, that we're a little into, just a lot of ways that these guys, and this is based in my opinion and speculation, whatever. I don't know what you guys think in general, but heck, they could screw around and be like, hey, here's a stock, and everybody decides to jump right in and chase and make a quick buck or two, but then others will probably think, oh my god, it's the next squeeze, and then they tend to kind of like hold for too long and lose. So let's go ahead and let's check out Peggy Sue right now. Looks like it was definitely shorted. There were, I guess you could say, two events where it ran a certain amount and then literally got shorted to the TRADEZ. Elongated plop, yeah, I remember that name. Whatever happened to that? So you got freaking double top on the weekly here. And then just gotten heavily shorted all the way to 4 cents. Peggy was 4 cents. And before, at one point, it was at around $40 around 2021. And that reminds me of other stocks that had ran, after the whole AMC and GME debacle. And then you had like a basket full of stocks that ran like hundreds of thousands of percent. For example, where we had like Ocugen, OCGN, Aterian, maybe NWBO was one of them. Oh, there were so many. CTRN, Zomedica, ZOM, Sundial. Oh my god, there was just so many. But let's go and zoom in on this. Let's zoom in on Peggy. not in that sense, but we're just gonna zoom in on her just a little tad bit, get a little closer, shall we? And if you can actually tell, there has been a lot of other stocks that have made the same move, gotten heavily shorted, then something happened where it just dropped dramatically, and then find the stock at a certain price where they want to jump in, and lo and behold, and then they decide when the time is right to go all in and start pushing the stock back up. Now, yeah, this was 4 cents back on April 16, and 2 days before, on the 14th of May, this was at about 5 to 6 cents and started to push all the way up until a high of 18 cents. Stop it, Matt. Was there any news in terms of Peggy? Not really. And that's the thing, because there was no filings, no news, no catalyst, no nothing. They decided to pick whatever stock that was completely shorted heavily, and at the lowest price, like this, for example, at 4 cents. Mad Gun, welcome back. What's going on? Buy the dips and sell the rips. John Croissant, you already know the deal. So yeah, and then all of a sudden now we got this situation here where they're going to just pop this for a bit and then kind of like lure retail into it and try to trap them, and then see a sell off go, you know, a sell off here, and you know, it's like they know what they're doing in some type of way. Now, I'm not gonna say that that is quite the scenario, but I mean, it could possibly be, again, the whole DTCC haircut situation. I don't know, but if they decide to make these micro cap stocks or small cap stocks run and give them a little squeeze, you know, like for example Peggy, you know, give her a little squeeze, and yeah. RNVA, dude, RNVA, I haven't heard of that stock since Lou mentioned it. God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Lou. Man. I remember getting into that, and it was difficult because I was stuck in there for a bit, and then I managed to find a way to actually sell my position on RNVA. Well, we can definitely look into that for sure. Blue 5, good to see you, man. Oh man, Blue 5. Blue 5 is just in and out, man. Maybe I should stream a lot earlier, like when I get home. Have some time. Maybe like 2 hours streaming. So let's just, you know, give a scenario. For some reason, I have these lines here. I do not remember if I ever showed Peggy. Mark, did you mention Peggy a long time ago? Or, because I don't... You noticed that, right? I have these lines here. I don't remember... I don't remember putting this. I must be tripping. Okay, so you have a small position in RNVA. Got it. Is there anything that you would like to share about RNVA? Is there any news breaking on RNVA catalyst maybe? All right, that's enough about that. All right, you guys. All right, it's you have Mark R talking about nuts, and then you have Maddie talking about the C word. I'm not gonna mention that name. Lucky knows that name more than I do. Friday options expiration day. It's okay, yeah. They're based. If I'm not mistaken, they're based in Tennessee. They have a couple of hospitals over there that they overlook. And jeez. But anyways, what are the odds? I mean, if they're gonna run these microcap stocks, I mean, you have this level to beat, stay over 14 cents, and then 20 cents would be the next level afterwards. Or they could just try to just do a whole rally and then head back down. You know, like that. And then it will just be a whole, what, folks? A P&D. That's right, a P&D, a pump and dump. Oh my God, you got that right. Because that's something that they love to do. They take small cap stocks that are heavily shorted, and what do? They purposely pump the stock to lure retail in to trap them, just like a piece of candy. And then, afterwards... I'm sorry. Oh my god. I just had to. I just had to because of native gamer here. Oh god. But I wouldn't be surprised. All right, because you know these nefarious fuckers. They have their little nefarious plans and to try to screw over the little guy like ourselves. But as long as you're taking advantage of these little swings, these little scalp plays, and then you're all good. But as far as Peggy's concerned, we could check Peggy here on the cost to borrow. I need to check this out real quick. They're opening new hospitals. Gosh, great. Wait, Native Gamer, did you come from William's channel by any chance? And that's not financial advice, by the way. And I forgot to mention, everything that's being said here in the stream is strictly in our opinion. And I say our because it's all of us in general in the chat. So don't get it twisted. Peggy is... What's interesting is you have Peggy at 16.81% cost to borrow with 200,000 shares available to borrow. Then you have GTII, whose cost to borrow is actually slowly climbing up. And you can see it here in the past couple of days here, where you see GTII's cost to borrow kind of fluctuate between 17 and 19% throughout this month of May. And then right up May 1st, it was at 11%, not 10%, and then so forth, right? So if this is the case, let's say theoretically or hypothetically, whatever you want to say, GTII's cost to borrow percentage fee continues to climb over 20%, 25%. We may have something there. We may have something going on, in my opinion. G-Wave, on the other hand, their cost to borrow is at 119.75%, with 4.4 million shares available to borrow. And if I can add here, I think there was a saying, I forgot. I don't think it's exactly 4.4 million shares that they would have available, because the data changes sometimes. Don't ascribe your naughty opinions on me. Oh, so naughty. And then where is FFIE? FFIE's cost to borrow fee right now is at 12.53%. So it's not really too high. It's still low in my opinion, but if it continues to climb up too as well, then you know it might have some effect on shorts, making it more expensive to try to bring this back down, because FFIE, Faraday Future Intelligence Electric Inc., it's you know, you see this rally, it had a couple of halts from let's see where it opened at. It opened at 75 cents, 80 cents, and this thing managed to reach a high of 235. Massive, right? That's a big, I mean, come on now, like from a low of what? This was at a low of 4 cents back here, maybe towards like the beginning of May. Oh my god, I mean, just imagining just putting in $1,000 right there, riding it all the way up. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. We're gonna measure this. We're gonna measure this real quick. All right, don't get naughty, okay, Matt? We're not measuring something that you can't really measure, but here, right? So 4 cents. Let's just take it from there. You're what? You're talking about? I'm being exactly accurate here, but you're talking about in 3 days a 6,000% move. So times that with $1,000 put into it at 4 or 5 cents. Yeah, I think you got yourself a little squeeze right there. Your little squeeze play. All right, so that is massive, and I'm not sure if it will actually continue because it's overbought in the higher time frames. It is curling up here in the hourly, so who knows if this is actually making another leg up. And why is this black? Why is it not yellow? Yeah, like that. So you got that as a bullish case scenario, and you have this as a bearish case scenario for FFIE. So if it drops, then $1 will be the next level of support. And let's see. I'm looking at the chat at the same time, so I'm trying to keep up. Peggy, it needs to hold around 14 cents and then try to break it for 20 cents. Worst case scenario. If it drops, the lowest it can try to get to is around 8 cents. 8 to 10 cents around that area. Not financial advice, by the way. If you can read it, that would be awesome. Wait, hold on. Did you see my post? I asked GPT. Wait, did you? Yeah, we can actually go over that right now. What is your Twitter handle? Barbara, hey, welcome back. Good evening. Good Thursday evening. How's everything with you, Barbara? How are you doing? How are your plays doing? Barbara, I am not lying or good people. No hi for me. Maddie, I thought I said what's up to you. But you're here talking about cock. You mentioned it. I'm talking about the rooster cock YouTube. All right. Don't demonetize me. Well, I'm not monetized yet, but when I get to 500 subscribers, maybe you guys can help me out. But okay, smelly socks. Oh my god, really? Oh Jesus. All right. All right. I'm gonna leave. Look, listen. I'm gonna put up. No, I'm gonna leave this here. Peggy I've already gave my little short thesis or hypothetical TA. I'm gonna go on G-Wave and see what this is doing, and now we're gonna go to Smelly Socks. Smelly Socks 81. Yeah, Rooster. What's symbol for Purdue? I don't know. PU. Smelly Socks 80. Hold on. Oh, dude, you're Roman? Get out of here. This whole time you're Roman. Wow. Oh my god, GME didn't drop 25% in after hours today. No, surprisingly, it did not. It did not. It actually only dropped. No, it actually came back up to 28.60 around there. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to skim through the chat right now. Lucky's gonna get a good squeezing time. Peggy, I heard in Arca Discord last night. Okay, gotcha. So how long were they talking about? I guess that was the only time. But it was weird that I had those lines there. So I'm just like thinking. Hey, is there a way to use TOS without opening an account with Schwab? I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. I want to say yes, and that there's a way to only just download it so you could be able to use paper trading or paper money. Because there's two. There's a yeah. I think it's called paper money, and it's separate from the actual Thinkorswim account, but it's the same thing. But you just use fake money and yada yada. But I don't know if you still have to register and create an account just for that. So you would have to do some DD. If not, then Thinkorswim. Yeah, I was sounding like a Mexican. All right, so Roman. Let's see, where is your? Okay, only 150 people. GTII. This is our chance to fight back. Wait, what is this? Upwards of 150 GTII shareholders have now reached out to me. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, you can actually look at my. Oh god. Oh god, exposed. Yeah, I got all that exposed there. All right, so let's read this. And gosh, all right. So searched for sites. So he asked ChatGPT what will happen to GTII once Alpine finally goes under. It says here the expulsion of Alpine Securities as a prime broker could potentially trigger a short squeeze in GTII stock. This is because prime brokers like Alpine play a crucial role in facilitating short selling by providing the necessary shares to short sellers. Without Alpine, the ability of short sellers to borrow and sell GTII shares could be significantly hampered, forcing them to cover their short positions. GTII has been embroiled in legal actions against what it claims are illegal naked short selling activities. The company has taken steps to address these alleged activities, including filing lawsuits aimed at several broker-dealers and market makers for engaging in these practices. ADVF, and I don't know what that means. I guess that's the website there. Frank Nez, if you know anything about that. If the expulsion of Alpine results in a reduced ability for short sellers to maintain or initiate new short positions, this could lead to increased buying pressure as short sellers rush to cover their positions, potentially driving the stock price up rapidly. And this scenario is particularly likely if the short interest in GTII is high, and if many of these positions are indeed naked, in quotations, shorts, which are illegal and do not involve borrowing the shares beforehand. Furthermore, GTII shareholders and advocates are optimistic that these legal and regulatory developments will result in a significant squeeze, similar to past events seen in other stocks with high short interests. Like you already know a few, and those stocks that we know so well. In summary, while the expulsion of Alpine could create conditions conducive to a short squeeze in GTII stock, the actual outcome will depend on various factors, including market reactions, regulatory reactions, and the broader financial environment. Which is why, and thank you for sharing that, Madgun, aka Roman or Smelly Socks 81. Make sure you detox your feet. All right, might be the reason why it's smelly. I don't know. And remember, girls like men with clean feet. and smelling like Sauvage by Christian Dior. But I've mentioned this in my opinion too as well, of course, and I said that the market conditions, right? What we're experiencing right now, what we're seeing in the markets, it's all coming to the light of how ridiculous this inflation is, and it's going to be, on top of the whole 2%, because I love 2%. We're going to try our best to try to get back down to 2% inflation because that's the number that we love and we like to touch. And for some reason, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't really feel like 2% at all. It feels like something that good old Brandon mentioned. I don't know if it was accidentally, intentionally. I don't know. I don't care. But he said 9%. Heck, it could be 12%. Shoot, it could even be 12% in the next few months. But I'm telling you right now, if you look at commodities, if you look at everything that's happening in the markets in general, we are in trouble. And because of those market conditions and because of what's supposed to come, and what if the market decides to then what you have a situation now is those particular big giant cap stocks and tech stocks and whatnot, and the SPY, all of a sudden, oh god, we're getting a rug pull, and now brokers are scrambling, they're panicking, and they're wondering what's going on, and now they have to find a way to liquidate to cover their margins or positions or whatnot and get margin called, right? And of course, they've mentioned before that the smaller ones to go are pretty much the prime brokers, the small ones. And Alpine seems to be, I guess, supposedly a small one. So if they're involved in this type of activity or activities, and they're already at the brink and at risk of, going down, then I believe that, in my opinion, that this could happen pretty soon, and that GTII will eventually see this squeeze. Yo, Bob, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, man. How you been? Are you by any chance in Finger? Because I'm pretty sure Finger is gonna be also one of those stocks, as well as other tickers that William and Ham and other people have mentioned in this whole thing. And not only just GTII, but also DBMM, because they're involved, the same people are involved in those stocks. And if Alpine goes down and other people, then you have yourself a freaking heck of a time. Pretty much seeing this supposed squeeze that we were supposed to see back in 2022. Remember? When GTII hit almost $9 and Finger almost hit $10, we could have probably went over beyond that. 20, 35, 100, I don't want to go crazy, but the numbers are pretty much outstanding. And especially with the amount of shares that were shorted so many times, and I'm pretty sure that the float for GTII was traded more than 10 times the float, and we're talking about billions of shares. So this is pretty much, I'm gonna like this comment too, by the way, so I'm gonna also repost, so thank you Mad Gun for that. And yeah, this is something that we just gotta spread the word. Let me see. I was for a minute a few weeks ago, but I don't have any shares. Gotcha. Were you into GTII as well, Bob, or any of the other tickers that was mentioned? Got DBMM. You have got another couple of tickers out there. But yeah, this is quite interesting here. I'm gonna repost this too as well. Help them out, spread the word. Um, but yeah, let's see. Oh, Barbara, I'm doing good. Was in the yard feeding 2 ducks. You have ducks in your backyard? That's so cool. You have a little farm going on back there, Barbara? Let's see. I sure hope it has a good TTM squeeze score. Wait, oh god. Okay. I'd love to give you a super chat to hear your thoughts on balls. Oh jeez. That's crazy. Alright, so what were we gonna we was gonna look at G Wave, right? So G Wave, again, one of the other I don't know if you want to call it micro cap stocks, along FFIE, Peggy, I think Lucy. You got so many other names just popped off. And look, this was also at 4 cents, just like Peggy was, right? I think it was Peggy. Let me just look at it real quick. I want to say yes, it was Peggy too as well. So Peggy was also at 4 cents, coincidentally, and almost reached a high of 20 cents today. G Wave also coincidentally pulling the same algo. Is this what I'm seeing right now? Is this the same algo? That's crazy. Yeah, 4 cents, and this actually hit just one fraction away from 23 cents. And then they all decided to just pull back at the same time. So I don't know if it's just coincidence, if it's just them pulling these tricks and popping these little micro caps, or DTCC haircuts. I have no idea, but something is brewing. I mean, this can't be no coincidence. This is my opinion. And quite frankly, if this is how do you call it, a domino effect that's probably occurring, I mean, who knows. GTII, Fingers, ZJOIL, and GME. John Croissant, those are the positions that you're in currently? It's pretty dope. Are you going to broadcast the Trump versus Crooked show debate? If I broadcast that, do you think YouTube would clip me? Would that be considered copyright infringement? I don't know. I've never done that, so you tell me. But G Wave. Let me see. Look at it on the 4 hour real quick. On the 4 hour, I mean, you can really see that it just clipped the 200-day moving average exponential here and rejected. If this is the case, that they're probably just using this to algorithmically bring this down under the 200-day moving average exponential, and probably have this come back down to like 10 cents or something like that, hold off, and maybe the next leg up. Or again, it could be A, P, and D. Oh, they do it? I mean, sure. I mean, I could do it for sure. I mean, I'm also interested in what they're going to talk about. Shoot, I have time. Is it at 9 o'clock Eastern time? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was gonna be, something of that matter where it would feel like it was coordinated, and that that they had these tickers just come up on the scanner. Or I mean, because from what I've heard from a friend of mine, in G Wave and FFIE, somebody from TikTok made a video about it, and it was, for some reason, it got circulated and eventually made it to a lot of people, and all of a sudden now you got these explosions of the two just freaking ripping, and a lot of people made money. Seems so coordinated the way they did in time. Yeah. Not only that, but you have Derma. Remember, you got Derma Therapeutics. You got Rent. Rent is still moving too. What? Rent? Wow, Rent was at around $9-10 around the end of April, and this thing popped up to almost $50 today from a low of $29. Wow, what? That is insane, and the trend still looks kind of good in a way. I think 27, 28 could be the level of support right there. What else we got? I don't know what this is, but it looks like it's climbing up pretty well too. It just got a little bounce off the EMAs and the cloud too as well, bouncing off. So this could do a couple of numbers for sure. Probably $3, and we test these last levels around this range, 3 to 320. It's called Bioaffinity Technologies. CIS. Oh, C3IS. I remember that. Wow. This was consolidating for a while here at a dollar to $1.40, and then this thing popped up to almost $2. And then you said okay. All right, let's go check RNVA for Madgun. Yeah, I remember this type of barcoding that I've seen from RNVA in such a long time, for 2 years, ever since the late Lou had mentioned it. And this was all in the midst of while the GTII and finger debacle was going on. You can see it right here. Was this the 3 year? I think it was about. Yeah, this all happened like close to each other, in a small time frame. You had the GTII and finger run up around the end of September going into October 2022. And then you had here on October 7th to October until Monday on the 10th of October 2022, where Lou decided to call out an RNVA, and then had a lot of people just get in that at what was it, 4 fractions of a penny, and then this thing popped up to like 3 fractions of a penny, 0.0004, and people just literally scalped that one little move, and that was it. That was it. It was supposed to be like a little pop, little push, get your little grab and go. And ever since then, it was just barcoding between the same prices over and over again throughout the whole time. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. And by the way, this is OTC. So this is all you see. And then there was some instances at times where it would actually go up and then come back down. A little pop here, pop there. But right now, it's just how it is, right? And from what you're telling me, Matt Gunn, that they're opening more hospitals because they're based in Tennessee. So I don't know how they're doing. You say their revenue is growing rapidly, but then what is it that, you know, what could possibly happen once if they have earnings and then all of a sudden the revenue pops up and then we get a spike? I mean, that would be crazy. Last thing you had was around the 26th of March about the expiration of warrants to purchase over 400 billion common shares. So, and okay, so here you got Series A, B, and C warrants to purchase approximately 403 billion. I'm not going to go through the whole number of common stock expired on March 21st, 2024, and that on March 20th, company and certain institutional warrant holders agreed that with regard to Series B warrants to acquire 101 plus billion shares of common stock subject to certain terms, the termination date of such warrants would be extended from March 21st, 2024 to December 31st, 2025. So there's a little news there. And have an extension for those warrants to be purchased. Let's see. I think they come from the marsh about a mile away and have been coming here for about 28 years. Wow. So you have a new addition of the family. Lily and Bill, the Ducks. What are your thoughts on AMC and GME? Think they will pop again soon? They actually did a little pop right before after market hours close, and you can see it right here, right around 1815 military time. Hold on, what is this? Shoot. 4, 5, 6. So around 6:20, around 6:15 to 6:20 p.m. Eastern time, where all of a sudden GME had a pop from 26.74 to a high of just about 29.55, and now it's holding into what looks like to be sort of like a pennant. I know I'm not too nice with the lines and everything, but this is what it looks like to me, in my opinion, is some sort of a pennant forming here, and this could lead, if it comes into fruition, for a nice breakout heading back to 30, and a bit more. And then you have the 200-day, that's a SMA, so around $31, around that area, about that range, if bullish, of course. As a matter of fact, now that you mentioned it, Bob, because again, you already know that GME and AMC have been running on similar algorithms. It's practically the same. It's sorry, I just knocked off my bottle. Jeez. It's all good. It's like I was saying, my bad. In my opinion, and based on what they've said all around, the algorithms for GME and AMC, it's practically the same. When they run, it's always running in tangent or correlated. I mean, look at it for yourself. See? So not only GME did the pop, AMC did the pop too. Nice big 5-minute candles here from, was it a low of 460 all the way to a high of 508. So that tells you, if, for example, if GME decides to pop over, break out the pennant, and go for 31 and above, you're gonna see AMC break over $5 and head towards 540 to 550, around that range. As long as that is happening and we're seeing that action pull off again, like we saw the past 2 days, you already know the deal. All right. Again, I'm gonna tell you exactly what they're doing with the shares or whatnot, what the scenario, what the situation is. But quite frankly, we're still good because we've literally came back from this particular bottom here at 239, 230 something, and we've never fell below. So that is good. In my opinion, that is good. As long as that's the case, there shouldn't be any reason why this should start to just plunge again. But if we had, I mean, we got to be realistic, because we can't always be like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's a cause, I know there's something that's special about these plays, and I still believe in it. I'm a completely 100% believer in these two stocks and what they're capable of. And I know, because there's so much in these two plays. There's so much that happened in the last 3 years. You cannot ignore what's going on with these two stocks. But technical wise, you gotta be realistic. You gotta know that there's no bias. You gotta know how to play this. You gotta know when the timing is right. You get your entry, your exit points. Again, not financial advice, all right? This is just, my opinion. I'm gonna be saying this so many times in the stream, but I mean, like, what's the point of trying to just buy and hold when you can always make your money up and down, scalp here and there? You could technically scalp on the way down and then gain a bigger position on the way up. You know what I'm saying? So there's always various strategies that you can think of that will make that money ball roll a lot more and make it grow a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when it comes to this type of action, yeah, you're gonna experience some volatility. You're gonna see some crazy swings, pops, and all that stuff right now at the moment, because from what we saw these past 2 days, I'm pretty sure that sooner or later it's gonna happen again. We're in that specific stage, specific scenario, if you might say. All right, so right now on the 4 hour, we're talking technical here. All right, we're talking technical, but it looks like we're finding a bottom right now for AMC around 460, around that area, 490. You can see it right there. It's staying, consolidating around that range. If that's the case, then everything starts to turn back around. And mind you, we already had a golden cross here. So that's a even better signal right there, or whatever you want to call it, to give us that foundation to continue the uptrend and continue that upside potential for AMC, so we can be able to, continue this trend that we're seeing. And the same thing goes for GME. All right, we got potential bottoming here around 28 and we're gonna actually look at what's going on right now because GME is the only one that between the two that actually can trade overnight on Robinhood. Remember that. So we're gonna look at GME right now. I might have to pull this real quick because I want you to see. I want you to see my portfolio. It's a little embarrassing. All right, get down there. Okay, there you go. All right, so now that we go on Robinhood and we look at GameStop right now. Okay. All right. So currently, GameStop is at 28.66 in trading. So we're up 3.61%, up $1. I guess that's up $1. Let's see. 27.67 was the close. 28.66. Okay. We're gonna look at Robinhood's shitty chart. They need to really fix this. They need to if they're gonna grow as a brokerage company and whatever, I mean, they could at least work with a nice charting, company and kind of have the ability to zoom in and do things. but either way, again, just like I showed you here with the pennant, where is it? 5 minute. That same pennant, as you can see here, it's actually getting quite tight right there. So all we need to see is that breakout beyond past 30 to 31, 32 bucks. The whole thing with the options, that is what has me a little curious, right? Because a lot of people have been talking about leaps. I don't know if you guys have any information based on that. Apparently, while the whole AMC GME debacle was going on January 2021, I guess there were leaps that apparently are about to expire tomorrow. Is that what I'm getting right now? Is that what they're saying? Because I'm gonna have to go to Twitter and try to find this out. But right now, good looking pennant right now on GME. All right, 28.70. So far it's holding up. If it holds and we break out during pre-market, that could be the scenario. We can hit $30 again and above. Once that happens, AMC will follow, and we'll probably get. And as a matter of fact, geez, I keep just I don't rehearse this. This is really just on the fly. I'm doing this. I'm really this is my brain just going crazy. What is this? The 50? Is this the 50 MA? Yeah. Holy crap. So on the 50 day moving average is actually curling back up. We see this crossing over the 8 MA. That's good. And then we can have ourselves another golden cross here tomorrow for GameStop. If we have the golden cross happen on the 5 minute tomorrow, then we're Gucci. And on top of that, if you realize, we have potential inverse head and shoulders. Okay? Shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and so forth. All right? I don't know why it's upside down. I mean, of course, I like to do handstand. Stand on your head. That's cool. But yeah, this could be the scenario for tomorrow. Especially those leaps, or whatever is going on, expiring. Could it lead to gamma ramping, gamma hedging? With all those, options expiring tomorrow. Holy. Anything is possible. As long as you're playing it safe, man. I'm telling you right now. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I went off a lot. Sorry. Y'all, I'm just thinking out of my head, talking with you guys, so I appreciate you sharing on chat. And let's see. Barbara, I got out of RNVA little by little. 2023 had over 5 million. Damn. They have been saying that about the new hospital forever. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been like half a year. And look where it's at right now. Native Gamer says Nvidia jumps to 900, no halt yet. AMC jumps $2 and gets halted. That's pretty suspicious to me. I mean, it's because they know that compared to Nvidia, and you gotta also account for the fact that Nvidia is just a freaking huge monster of a stock, giant cap. Even if it were to move like 2-3%, I mean that's a small rally for Nvidia. If it were to run 10% in one shot, maybe it would be a halt. But for some reason, AMC and GME, of course, included. If you see them both like ripping crazy in volatility, I feel like they know like what would be the case if they didn't halt it. And I'll tell you something. If they didn't halt the other day, I'm pretty sure GameStop, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure GameStop would have been past $80. I think GameStop would have probably been around 100 and above if they didn't halt. Do you believe that? And if that was the case, I'm pretty sure AMC would have been above 20. So that tells you something. So right now, what is this? GME 2884. Okay, so it's all right. So it's slowly climbing up. All right. So we're having a little climbing action right there. Looks like it wants to actually do that little breakout I'm talking about. A curl up out of the pennant, and that's what we need to look for. All right. I'm gonna close this out and talk about finger real quick. We just close this out. I'll give you the finger chart. And I'll give you the finger literally. And talk about what is going on. What is the update for finger? What are we doing, finger? That it seems like you're kind of giving us the runarounds. Is there something that's going on here? Let's see. Matt K. Bruh. How have you been? Immortal. FSRN. That's another one. And I remember talking about that like maybe a few weeks prior. Matt K knows. Mark R knows. Other people know in the stream too. I was talking about Fisker. And this thing was like about 3-4 cents. And they were, in the whole thing with bankruptcy and whatnot. But then they were still talking about deals that, that could have been potentially made with a couple of automakers, including Nissan and whatnot. I don't know what the case is right now, but whatever it is, it's making a really positive move on Fisker, because right now Fisker got jacked to the titas, and the range for today was at 5 cents to a high of 8 cents. And now again, I'm just gonna measure this real quick before I go back into finger. If you got in at about 3 cents and change, whatever, and did yourself a little scalp here or a little swing, that's a 154% move in 9 days, excluding weekends, actually. Am I? I just caught that comment. No, I'm not. I'm not in a call center, Bob. Uh, I don't work for a firm or for a hedge fund. Promise. No, my boss is not trying to make me make some sales and have people get into a specific stock. Mark, thank you for always showing support and for coming by to the stream, man. I wish you the same. Peace, love, happiness, and a good night at work, and be safe as always. So no one has swagger like Bob Lee. I mean, his shades tell the story. His shades are dope. Yeah, it's the thing is, even though I do have a Blue Yeti microphone, I don't have a boom. Well, I mean, I don't have a condenser, nor do I have a pop filter, or that little furry thing that goes right on the mic to kind of like suppress the sound or compress the sound, because me being a family of me being in a part of a Hispanic family, and we're loud as F, and that makes sense. We're loud, and not only that, but the TV is always loud. So I am in New York, filled with a lot of other Hispanic Latinos in a big Latino neighborhood. Yes, I'm out here. I'm out here in the East Coast. I think. Wait, aren't you in the East Coast too, Bob? Yeah. So, but as far as Fisker is concerned, whatever's going on here, looks juicy as F, and I wish I didn't leave this position here, because I did just, I don't know, I was desperate for to get into other plays, but I could be transparent and say that I did get in at 4 cents with 10k shares. I could have just doubled my initial investment, so I'm a sucker for that. Oh, you in Idaho? Sheesh. If I could be honest, I think you're better off where you at right now than where I'm at, because right here's a shat hole. And I don't think it's getting any better either. And I'm afraid of the summer, when there's a lot of crazies already out there in the streets doing crazy stuff and stabbing people and whatnot. So I am hoping, I am praying. All right, and this goes for everybody else in the situation, that we can bank on all these tickers, whatever ticket are you in, make your money and make sure that you're living good, that you're safe, and that you're not in any of these like states or cities. Actually, cities, right? I'm not gonna even mention specifically, but you know what I'm talking about. Because right now I feel like I could be in Idaho right now, or maybe somewhere in a place where there's a bunch of farms and kind of like empty, private, and just chilling, right? But yeah, what we were at? Finger? We can go to Finger. 330 was the close. Looked like it dipped just a little tiny bit. We still have this level here of support to respect, right around 315, and it seems like that level was respected a lot of times here around the month of April, and here as well around the month of May. So could be that this is the breaking point here, where we can just turn around and start bouncing off from that level once again. Let's see. I've always wanted to go to New York, but not now. No. Yeah, no. This is the devil's country over here. I mean, it's a battle between both good and evil at this point where I'm at, and a lot of evil is trying to take over, and I am afraid for my family's safety, honestly, and I don't not for once not think about it every day, because I really wouldn't want to imagine my parents. I mean, they're pretty up there in age. I don't want them to be in that position either and get hurt. I really want them to live in a better place, in a better area, away from all of this. And that is my goal right now. I want to take care of my parents, make sure they're good. After that, I don't do my thing. I hope everybody, carries out the same and protect their family and their investments and all that. And make sure that you're good. All right. But what do they have in Idaho besides potatoes? What is out there that's pretty fun to do? Let's see. 15 looks like that range for 5 minutes. To be honest, the volume looks like the volume wasn't really as crazy. To be honest, this looks like it's just like barcoding, but with bigger candles and longer wicks at each end. Finger only had 373. 373,000 shares traded. And even yesterday was a more quiet day in the volume, but it came down pretty hard. So I don't know if this is based on market conditions right now. This isn't on the NASDAQ, but if it could just hold above 315, 330, around there, we're good for the best bet. But again, like I said, $4 is that sweet spot, that area of interest. Once it breaks that over, forget about it. Either that or some type of catalyst could send us over, because mind you, I mean, coming off from a nice double bottom here type of pattern, and if you think about it, this looks like this is what it looks like. It looks like a channel here. Hold on, let me just draw this road. Something like that. And having some swings up there. So who knows if this could be the scenario, have a little swing up in here and then all of a sudden have a nice pop from there by end of this month or in June, which is prediction wise and hypothetical. Let's see. Everything but an ocean, but we have big lakes. So that's yeah. I mean, if you think about it, that kind of makes up for it. So that way you wouldn't really have to worry about not finding a place to, I guess, boat or swim and fish too. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Idaho is mountainous. Yeah. I am not on that Discord. I'm not. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I've never been in that Discord at all. Honestly. Eh. Kind of have my own, but nothing. I have my own Discord, but just nothing much going on there. Well, we do. I mean, there's a few of us in there, and we sometimes here and there share some information, but it's not nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I sometimes update my peeps with charting like this, and send screenshots and see, and just giving updates on what's happening, price action, and all that. It's still a work in progress that I might say, that I may say. This could be interesting. It's like slowly creeping up. For example, the 50-day SMA slowly creeping up. And it looks like the 200-day slowly creeping down. So maybe that channel that I drew, right here, well, I mean, it's not perfect, but maybe this could be something that looks like it's taking place in a way. So if it follows that channel, if we have a golden cross somewhere around the month of June, that could be a possible case scenario there. So I don't know. I've been keeping an eye on Finger for a while, honestly. So yeah, if anything, I can definitely figure out a plan to take something from here. Let's see. What is their IG? Send me a Discord link. Oh, shoot. You just reminded me. Where did it go? I'm gonna actually post it on here. I could post it on the chat. Give me 1 second. I think I had it here. Let's see. But for some reason it wasn't working. I didn't know why. 1 second. Okay. Did it actually come out? I think it did come out. Oh, there it goes. Oh, now it wants to let me pin the message. It didn't want me to pin earlier. So I think there was an error on YouTube's behalf, or maybe OBS Studio. But yeah, there's the link right there. And I'll how do you say, I'll confirm the status, or give you permissions as a lion cub. And then just feel free to join in there, share whatever info you want, chat it up, and anything interesting, feel free to share. And yeah, I appreciate it, man, for real. Wait, I just missed that. Native Gamer said three white soldiers is bullish. Was this hold on, where did we see that three white soldiers? What was this? Was it FSRN? Oh no, it wasn't this. Wait, I'm confused. Wait, are you still here, Native Gamer? He just has to worry about attack of the killer potatoes. Lion, I hope you know I watch your stream on a 60-minute delay, and I just guess what topic you're on. Are you talking about Lucky's charm by any chance? What the hell, dude? Oh, yeah, I like Lucky's charms. They give me a lot of power, and it makes me feel good. At times when I'm feeling low, and people keep talking about GTII over and over again, and I keep saying that the the Bulls are in CJYL, and I have to take a deep breath and touch Lucky's charms because it makes me feel good. And I take a deep breath. But anyways, let's see. Is there any other ticker that we have to look at in the meantime? And is the debate happening right now? I didn't quite notice. I didn't quite notice on that. So I'm gonna see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. When you move into a liberal neighborhood, I don't worry about what?
I wanted to let you know that we've been chatting. There's no washing your car in the driveway.
There's no washing your car in the driveway. Hold on. What is this?
We have a group of people here.
What is this?
May not be a real new neighbors that moved in, right? Yeah. Welcome to the neighborhood. Just for evidence, don't worry. I wanted to let you know that we've been chatting. There's no washing your car in the driveway. Yeah, well, we have a group of people here, and it may not be a real HOA, but it's a club, and we think it's trashy. We're gonna get you evicted from here. Oh, I'm not sure why you're advancing on me, sir.
I'm advancing on you because you're in my driveway. In the state of Florida, let me tell you something. You come in my domain, cause yourself some problems, okay? You can take it any way you want to.
Okay, sir, well, I feel like you're scaring me. I'm calling the...
What on earth, dude? Oh gosh. Oh, dude. Iron. I remember. Somebody in another Discord that I'm in. We were talking about Iron, and I believe CLSK too as well, if I'm not mistaken. And looking at Bitcoin right now, looks like it's trying to pop. Well, hold on, let me look at the 4-hour. Actually, wait a minute. I think Bitcoin is probably having a hard time right now. Yeah, I just, bro, that gets me so irate. And are you kidding me, dude? Like, you don't own my property. You can't tell me what to do. So stupid, I swear. And you know what's crazy? Like I was doing Uber Eats the other week in the city, and I kid you not, one of those Karen liberals walking with his son, his doofus son, here talking about me being on the sidewalk with a bike that wasn't even electric to begin with. I'm not here like speeding and trying to hit anybody. I was just picking up an order and about to like come off the sidewalk, and here she's talking smack. You gotta be careful with these bikers here, because they're nuts and they're gonna hit you. So always watch your back. And be like, I had to tell her, listen, I know what I'm doing, and you're absolutely right about that. Like, yeah, well, you know what, you guys, you better watch it. And like, I'm like, listen, my bike is not an e-bike. Oh, thank God it's not an e-bike. And here I'm here trying to explain to her that I'm not, you know, stupid, that I have common sense, and she's just going off on me and disrespectful ass. And I'm here trying to be nice, like, hey, listen, all of a sudden wishing me my death if I get hit by a car, blah blah blah, sticking the middle finger. Dude, these my little Karens are freaking crazy. And it sucks when their kids have to, you know, kind of absorb this mentality and this behavior from them, and then be able to usher in a new generation of all of these new Karens and Kevins, if you want to say. And yeah, and then all of a sudden things got worse. Yeah, it's, I don't know. But I did get my satisfaction, and I knocked on the window of a Target where they were in shopping, and I gave them the middle finger and ran away. Anyway, I'm sorry for that. I just needed to get that out of my system and vent. But because we're looking at iron, Bitcoin, we have to look at Bitcoin because, again, I think it's a miner, if I'm not mistaken. I just started knowing about iron, native gamer, so I'm gonna see it's a miner company. If anything, let's look at iron here. Let's look at iron here. Take or swim. Iris Energy. And wow, this looks actually quite interesting here. Got yourself a little bottom there. What's this? Huh. Iris Energy. I could do a little. I said iris, not iron. Okay. $5.83 on the close. A slightly went down to $5.80 on after hours. Okay, let's read this. You can get more of an understanding of what iron is, of course. Bitcoin mining. Okay, so Thursday after the company posted better than expected third quarter financial results, and their quarterly revenue came in at 54.34 million, beating the analyst consensus estimate of 51.49 million by 5.54%. It's a nice increase there. So since it's a minor stock, I'm guessing it's like CLSK, Mara, Ryan, and all these other stocks. So it's all following Bitcoin. Because of earnings, let's see where this is at. We had okay, so it had a nice little pop today, right? This is coming off from a low of 465 here, 465 to 583. And I guess accounting for that is the reason why it's up a bit. But for a minor stock at this price, it's actually not bad. It's not bad. You can see here that it hasn't fallen off below this trend here. Was this from 356, 355? Touch point here, touch point there. We probably have the next level around, let's see. I don't want to say around 625. Let's do a rectangle instead. So maybe around here. And then you got, I want to say around here too. Because it did touch around here before, around 665 on the high on this candle back in April 1st. Also, certain other dates here which had crossed around this area or vector, what you want to call it. So it can either go up, back, depending on what Bitcoin is doing, because obviously anything that Bitcoin is doing, the miners will do the same. If we do get a small pullback, it's because Bitcoin is trying to do the same thing, and it's actually rejecting here. You see the 7-day SMA here, and the candles trading right below it, getting rejected again, and perhaps trying to see Bitcoin fall right below 64,500 and try to come back down to these levels here around 62,800 if that's the case. Again, also following with what the market is doing, it's quite evident that it has almost the same algorithm here as Bitcoin. Yeah, in a sense. So if the SPY, for example, continues to drop, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin will do the same thing. And then Iris will probably plot back down here. It's about 525 around this area. So not financial advice, by the way. But overall, this looks like, not for nothing, but the swings look so good. Like the way you could just scalp and swing this stock up and down, it's like that. Looks pretty nice. Call, put, call, put, call, put, like that, Oh, look who's finally awake. Hi, Zelly, welcome back. Good morning to you. It's good to see you. I'm actually not just going over iron right now and just vibing off the music here, having great conversations here so far in the stream, which I do appreciate everybody and participating, and just vibing, like I said, and seeing what's the expectations for tomorrow and certain tickers that we discussed: GTII, Finger, AMC, GME, Fisker, FFIE, G-Wave, PEGI, others, RNVA too. But we're actually almost quite done with the stream, unfortunately. So yeah, just a little. Well, what are your thoughts on Iris, Native Gamer, and how did you hear about this stock? What caught your attention about Iris? Matter of fact, let's look at the Fintel data for iron. Let's see. Short interest percentage of the float, 3.73%. A little low. 28 minutes ago, they have about 7,500,000 short shares availability. So it's quite high. The cost to borrow fee is close to nothing, at 0.59%. Short volume ratio around 34.10%. Out of volume, total volume of 8,260,000, with 2.8 million being short. So it's a lot of back and forth. It was up 12% for sure, so that is not bad. It's not bad. Let me look at it here. I think if I look at it here better, it'll kind of give me a better idea of what to expect. Well, now that I see it on the 1 hour chart, it looks like it really tried to break below the 200-day SMA. Is that SMA or the, yeah. But the 50-day SMA held on and actually bounced off the 200-day, and now it's in a trend. It's in a decent bullish trend. And what I would think that this would do is try to hang around this channel, supposed channel, if that's what it is, to hang around between $5.80 and $6 if bullish. And that would be the bullish case scenario. So again, like I said, in my opinion, that's if Bitcoin continues to rise from 65,000 back up to 66, 67,000, so forth. It would follow that trend. But then if it pulls back along with the markets and everything, I would say that 540 to like 520 would be that range of support, and try to trade back into that range for a bit and consolidate. So I mean, what did you think about CLSK, Clean Spark? It being a miner, and was curious on how it moved with Bitcoin. It caught your attention. Okay, got it. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, in some ways, yeah. In some ways, it does kind of resemble the same algorithm trading that's going on with Bitcoin. So if we look at, for example, Mara on the same chart, that's a little different, because the EMA clouds actually transitioned from bullish to bearish. So it's in that bearish divergence in a way, and now we have the candle here in the hourly just breaking down below the 7-day SMA. So I would think that this would probably have more downside potential to come back down lower, heading closer to 19. And you see here on the RSI too as well. That's the longer time frame. Here the MACD doing the same thing. 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour too. Sheesh. 4 hour on the MACD looks like it's definitely trying to turn back around and go ahead for a death cross and cool off on the RSI and pull back around 19 as well. So Clean Spark, on the other hand, let me look at Clean Spark. Oh, it's right here actually. Looks like a similar trend here, but we do have somewhat of a little kick up, and the 50-day SMA is actually trying to curl right back up and perhaps try to build back the trend going up and sort of heading back over 17, which is possible. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you for joining as always. Good to see you. Glad to hear about your 2 additions of the family, the 2 ducks. Lily and what's the other name? Lily and what was it? I just missed it. Oh my god, I just missed it. It was Lily and something else. I forgot. But yeah, she has 2 dunklings for kids. That's cute. But anyway, let's see. I feel like maybe, because I want to look at Bitcoin real quick. I want to say, man, because I'm just thinking about what that whole thing was at the end of market close. I mean, at the end of the market day, and how we had that big sell off, the very last second, with the SPY, and yeah, right here was a crazy, literally pumping and dumping. This candle was just nasty. It looked like they were trying to do like a last second shakeout between people in puts and between people in calls right here, and literally just devastating them. So let's see how it's moving right now. Consolidating over the 50-day SMA. So we could possibly try to come back up. 53.24, 53.25, and try to gain back this loss here. Maybe Bitcoin could turn around at the same time and start heading up as well, just like here, and break over 65.6. I don't really play miners, honestly. I sometimes usually just play, SPY, some options. I play with other couple of things, but I think I've done Mara a few times. It was a hit or miss, but I feel like if Bitcoin was at that point at the cycle that all of a sudden now we started to just pop like crazy and go bullish, then that's where you would find the necessity to get into miners. But I feel like, I don't know, man. To be honest, it might just be me, but I think Bitcoin would probably experience the same fate as the markets if it were to come down really hard and get that big correction. I don't know if anybody else has said that before, but I feel like the time is not now. I feel like there's something else going on, and you have all these sell signals here. Not financial advice, by the way, but all these sell signals just popping up here on the 5-minute chart. It's like kind of warning. You could just, head back down, something like that, and experience a sell-off, and then you would see the markets do the same exact thing. But all in due time. All right. We would have to see what happens tomorrow. And in terms of, let's see, the whole thing, because I know we didn't really talk about it, about the whole leaps, but I wanted to just quickly check on that. I wanted to quickly just check up on that. Wait, hold on. What is this?
Oh, chill. Some people want something to go up every single day, every single week. Up, up, up. It's not going up? No! It's like, yo, just chill. Chill.
Let's see. I know it was trending. Oh, that can't be real. Is this really? No way. This has to be AI generated. Is this for real? That's interesting. Okay. What is the latest? Let's see. Apparently there's a JLGJTPM. Time is key. Changed again. M equals down, money bag. Oh, market equals down, money bag equals up. What are you trying to say? Dude, we have these codes now. I wonder, what is he trying to say? Okay, this must be new. The Roaring Kitty. Did he hold on.
Should be tolerating in our markets?
Let me hear this.
Yeah, and is this something that we should be tolerating in our markets? You know, whether it's legal or illegal, I don't think so.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Okay, so something about that profile. I really don't know what's up with that, but yeah, now this is kind of trending now with this profile. JLG JTPM. JLG JTPM. What could this mean? What is going on? This is awesome. Are these the Avengers? Huh. Okay. I don't know. I'm not really good at decoding stuff. I just wanted to look into the leaps. I wanted to look into the leaps right now. What is Mike, can you please explain to me what technically should happen when these leaps expire? As contracts, don't they just become useless? Sorry, I'm new here. Appreciate it. Where is it? I guess it's coming from this guy here. Maybe we can find some type of information here. I can't look at anything here, but where am I? Let's see. Wise. Neil drinks your. Okay. I heard you're short. It would suck if these shares had to be bought after a 3-year leap expiry. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Q-Sip. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Oh, Maddie dozed off. I see. All right. Yeah, I don't know much about this, huh? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna actually call it a night, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna thank everybody who came through on the chat, on the stream. Can I actually go all the way up? I can't do it. But I know it was Mark R. It was Blue 5. It was Maddie. Flirtatious Croissant. Barbara. John Croissant. We have Immortal that came by. Native Gamer. Bob Lee Swagger. Am I forgetting somebody? Matt K came through. And last but not least, Zelly Zen. So I would like to thank everyone for joining the stream and hanging out with me and chilling and vibing. This is like you know how you have during the markets it's usually hype. It's quiet here after market, so it's chill. So it's more like this is the reason why I call it smooth stock talks, because I kind of like to give that type of vibe, you know, even though we kind of have our little fun and have our conversations and everything, which is what I love. This is why I like to use this platform, get to know everybody and get to know information and all that stuff. So again, I appreciate y'all. Bob, thank you for coming by. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to, hang out with me here and just, venture out and look for what's happening with these tickers. So thank you. Have a great Friday tomorrow. Hopefully everybody becomes successful on their trades. And Fridays are usually my night off from streaming. So we'll see you all next week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And anything that was being said on this stream, of course, it was strictly in our opinion, not financial advice. You're your own decision maker of your own money and your investments, as long as you're playing it safe and all that, and you're properly hedged for what's to come. So, thanks for tuning in. This was Smooth Stock Talks with yours truly, Lion of All Trades. And y'all have a great night. Like, hey, peace out. How many times can underwear be reworn before a wash? Until you start developing a hole right on your butthole, and that's when you have to change your underwear. Anyways, have a great night. Thank you all, and we'll be seeing each other soon. So yeah, and Zelly, much love, giant hearts, and thank you. See y'all.